What's up? So it's the end of the week of Richmas, and I had a ton of fun with this series, and it looked like you guys enjoyed it too, which is really awesome, especially for those people who are just now tuning into the channel. So cool. Welcome again. Just super thankful that you're here. Secondly, this is going to be the last episode, and then I'm going to take a Christmas break and then come back to this toward the end of this year and next year. Weird to be able to say that now. It just seems like yesterday was 6 months ago. And anyway, as just kind of a side note, I'm really hoping that this series just drove home the idea of working on things yourself, building things yourself, and making music with those things that you build yourself. So you're basically making things to make your own music. You are a maker. You're a creator. You should create. And I think all too often we're seeing gear and not create. So that's my goal here. But that's not to say that you can't buy cool things. If you have the money, of course, you can buy neat stuff. As long as you know how to use it, you can always buy something nice. In my experience, fixing things opens up a whole new world of sound at a better cost. So speaking of that, I want to introduce you to the new bass amp that I have called a Peavey TNT 115S Scheffield bass amplifier. And there's one big 15-inch speaker inside of a huge 100-pound cabinet, and yes, it weighs a metric ton. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do the fix-it video, and then we're going to do a beat after that. But full disclosure is my face cam got screwed up during that recording, so yeah, we're just going to make the beat part pretty short anyway. But hey, I think the rest of the other stuff came out pretty good. So if you want to skip to that part, there will be chapters beneath me here, and you can pick your way on through and see the different stages of the build and the beat. Well, I got myself one of these, and it kind of goes a little something like this. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Got a 150-pound fart box. Let's figure out why. So I have not the foggiest idea on how to take this thing apart so I can get the screen out, because when you try to pull on it, I mean, things don't really move. So seems like to me that there's some screws up here to mess with, so that's what I'm going to do. But I'll spare you the headache of watching me disassemble this thing, and so by the time you get back, we should have this thing loose. Get out of there. Oh, whole unit's coming out. All right, sweet. No wonder this thing's still alive. So if you don't know what this is a great gigantic transformer, and what those do is work. They just work. They love to work. Switching, kind of trash. But those are transistors in the back here. That's kind of cool. And then we got coils and all kinds of fun stuff going on here. Neat. All right. Well, time to take this. And fortunately, you don't have to replace anything in here. Everything looks good. Fuses look good. Sweet, man. I love when a plant comes together. It smells like old. I bet you that's dust I'm breathing. I'll be sneezing here in a second. Okay, so I got a little bit of better light going on here, but one of the things I wanted to show you was that there's like this little kind of like a tape back here. What do you call it? Velcro. So this whole thing should just pop right off. Why it wouldn't pop off with that other thing here, I don't really know. Maybe it kind of holds it in, but it doesn't really matter. Piece of resist. Well, oh man, that is a spider's nest. That's okay. We'll get rid of that. Whoa, that's the spider. Here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. If you are upset that I did that to that spider, I don't care. Get rid of that crap. There I have been playing with the thing and having a good time, and I didn't even realize that little sucker was living in there. He scared the shit out of me. So anyway, let's oh, there's the damage right there. We got a separating cone. Yes, sir. That's what that is. Sweet. At least we figured out what the problem was. Wow, look at that, man. It's kind of just swinging around in there. Hey, I think it's hanging on by a thread. Actually, being serious though, I don't want to lose track of this part. So we're going to see that yellow is positive and the blue is negative. So cool, time to order a new one. It is here, Captain. So as you can tell, we got our brand new speaker here. Okay, now I don't have the top screws in just yet, but okay. Yeah. Yeah. We got power. Ooh. That sounds good. Nice. Pretty. Alright, I think we're safe to button up the rest of it. So we're working with some really cool stuff here today. We've got the Micro Freak, and I've got my Chroma console, and I've got the MPC, and we're going to make a really cool freestyle beat today, I think. Yeah, that sounds way more fun. And I'm also going to use the bass amp for my guitar stuff too, and bass. So we've got a little bit of time here to play with, so might as well do it and do it up right. Alright, so I already have, just to kind of make this process a little bit easier for me, I already have a nice drum patch picked out and a good BPM. But this thing took me a little while to figure out. I've never had one before, so this is new to me. But I got a really cool arpeggiation going on, or arpeggio, whatever you want to call it. So, and we've got a little bit of diffusion and a little bit of texture. There it is. Yeah. So I'm going to play with a little bit of the settings here a little bit, but for now, what I'm going to do is put this on hold, and we're going to go like this. There we go. Okay, so this should be pretty good. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and plug everything in here to run some Git fiddle, and then we'll worry about bass and stuff like that in here in a minute. But here's something that's really cool, is I also have the Elroy hooked up to listen to what's coming out of the bass speaker, so that's kind of neat. I have a couple of old pedals here with me. Oh, the TC Dark Matter and the MXR noise gate, so those help. Alright, so what we're going to do now, I've got the camera set up over here for the guitar. Matter of fact, Alright, well, it sounds like there's a little bit of distortion, and it's probably just because everything's sort of fit to mono. So, let's go ahead and mix this a little bit. I think that's, we're definitely in the right direction. What I'm going to try to do now is I want to add a little bit of a little bit more synth. So as you guys know, I'm sort of a man of science, and I like to analyze things a little too much. So what I'm doing here is I grabbed all of the waveforms from off of the MPC and put them on the computer here. And I made some little alterations here and there and changed a couple of things, but not so much that it's unrecognizable. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. So what we're going to do is take a look at this actual thing here, and this is the guitar part. And listening to this, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the little bit of a click that's right there, and I'm not sure why that happened, but, yeah, you know, for dirty, quick, grungy beats that are made inside of an MPC thing and then being transferred over here in 441, not bad. Not bad at all. And you can kind of hear just a little bit of like computer noise in there too, because I was pretty close to the computer when I did that, but that's fine. There's nothing that would make a bad track. I have way worse hidden inside of songs that you guys don't even know about. And so does everybody else. Okay, so that's cool. And last but not least, we'll just take a look at this bass real quick. Okay, yeah, I did bring up Pro Q4. So there was a little bit of clicking going on in there for... Again, I don't claim myself to be a pro, but you know what? Hey, man, not bad. If it were me, I'd just re-record that part, which I may end up doing later. But for now, it's not bad. I'll deal with it. And it blends in with the rest of the song. You don't even hear it anymore. So, I don't know. I have to say this was pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all for the MPC. Alright, well that's all done up and everything. So I'm going to tell you what, man, I really appreciate you guys checking out this far. If you made it this far, and if I could ask you please and politely to hit the subscribe button and like button if you liked what you saw and what you heard. And if you have any questions, comments, or criticisms, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, vibe out, make music, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy Christmas, and you should too. Or whatever holiday it is that you celebrate. Just spend it with family and be cool with each other. Later.